Welcome to the clay tutorial out of the fall craft box. In this tutorial, we're going to be making a clay turkey and a clay pumpkin. And I'm going to have you start off with your wood pieces. You're going to paint one black and one blue. Now in the fall kit, you've got other colors. So you're welcome to use the other colors. I just thought that the pumpkin really popped with the black background, and it kind of reminded me of that movie, Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin, and Linus is standing in the pumpkin field and it gets really dark. If you haven't seen it, he doesn't go trick-or-treating because he wants to see the Great Pumpkin. And the Great Pumpkin didn't come. So you're just going to paint your whole square black, if you're choosing to use black. And it's nice if you don't leave it clumpy because it's going to dry faster. Like I've said in some of the other videos for this box, that for you watching, you can pause at any time, and that's what I really wanted. I wanted you to be able to have these tutorials for me and get to see how to do the projects, but I wanted it to be easy and low stress, so I wanted you to have all your supplies, and then I wanted you to be able to pause me and catch up, or if you're ahead of me, you can fast forward me. I have a cloth. In some of the videos I use a baby wipe. Both are really great because then you don't have to run to the sink and wash your brush. You can just get that paint off and go to the next. And actually, usually, not redoing these videos or editing them. This is like happening real. I usually would start with the blue first because the black is really hard to get off your brush. It's nicer to wash that under the sink when you're done with it, but I just went to work on the black, so I'm just gonna have to make this work. Wipe my brush off a bit more and smooth over this blue. But even when I make little mistakes like that, I feel like they're not really mistakes, because even looking at this right now, it's got a really cool look to it with the bits of black kind of coming through the blue. So, you know, maybe I should have just pretended like I meant to do that. But no, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So you're gonna paint both of your wood pieces all the way. And there we go. Then you can see that kind of looks like a night sky with some of that black in there. But if you want it crisp, a crisp blue, then you're either going to have to wash your brush really well or paint the blue first before you paint the black. Now, I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to show you how to draw a pumpkin, because when you're working with clay, just like you do a guided draw, I like you to see the shapes that make up the clay, so it's easier for you to create that. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick little sketch, and if you have some paper at home, you can do this as well. But all it is it's a long oval in the middle, and then I come from the bottom and I bring that oval up to the top, and I do the same down here. And again. So my pumpkin, I'm doing this from behind, but that's okay. I'm gonna do this. And put a leaf on there. And a little vine. So let's try that with the clay. Set that aside. So you've got a hunk of orange clay in your kit. And what you need to do is you're going to need 5 strips. So I'm going to break this apart into 5 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and they're about like the same. And then I'm just gonna use my fingers, work that clay. And one thing I'm noticing, I have a little bit of paint on my hands because I've been doing all the fall box videos, so my hands are kind of dirty. You're probably gonna want to have your hands really clean when you're working with your clay if you don't want that. But I've got this. Kind of looks like a cheesy. You're gonna do that for all 5. And just work the clay. You can like measure it to see. And do it again. And when I'm teaching kindergarten, I do a lot of guided drawing throughout the year, and we start to work with clay a little later on in the year when the kids are comfortable with following directions and getting their guided drawing kind of down pat. And then we do guided clay like this, and it's a lot easier for them to learn because they've already learned how pictures are made up of shapes. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you with this project, is that when you're working with clay, it's just putting a bunch of shapes together. So I've got my 5 strips, my 5 cheesies, I want to call them, because they really look like some cheesies. And so then I'm just going to push them together. And then I'll show you how you can shape them a bit. Put this one down a bit. So that kind of looks like a fence, right? But I'm just going to kind of direct the clay at the top, just kind of round it a bit so that both sides are going towards the middle. And I'm going to do the same at the bottom to give it more of a pumpkin shape. And then you're going to take a little piece of your brown, and you can make your stem however you want. You can make just like a stem like this, or maybe you want like a really tall, almost rectangular stem. That would be cute. Or if you want to make it a curved stem, you can, even curving it kind of like that. Everything's kind of reminding me of Moana right now. Don't worry if that happens, just squeeze them together. We're going to press this onto the wood when it's dry, so press that, and then you can even kind of smooth it down if you want. And then I'm going to make a leaf, pinch my green, take a piece of my green, kind of flatten it. It's really good making your fingers strong, especially for when you're doing printing, all these activities where you're working with your hands, they really improve your printing, drawing, coloring skills. All right, so I kind of just like shaped it with my fingers. You can go like that, and then smooth it, and then put it on top like this, and just press it. And then I'm gonna make my vine, and this is really fun because you're just gonna roll it almost like a snake, and then you can just curl it around your finger and smooth it on however it kind of falls. I like that. I like how that went. And then once I kind of might want to just smooth that so it blends. And there's your pumpkin. I'm not going to put it on the background yet because those are still wet. But now I'm going to show you the turkey. And for the turkey drawing, I just kind of want to focus on, we're going to do a circle for the head, and then we're going to come down like that. You're going to want to put some turkey wings on, like that. And then got your turkey wings, or feathers, sorry, we already did the wings. Turkey feathers. So you've got those shapes. And we're going to put some feet on the bottom. And on here, I'm just going to do some squiggly lines. So I'm going to show you how you use the clay to kind of paint the wings. It's really cute. And then we'll have a beak, and the beak will be like that. And a turkey gobbler, and 2 eyes. Now, that's a cute turkey, but your clay turkey is going to look so much cuter. But I just wanted to break that down into some shapes for you and show you that that's what you need to do with the clay. So just like in the picture, I had made a head. So I'm just going to kind of soften this up. I feel like I might have a little too much there. So you have a piece of clay and kind of roll it and squish it and make a little head. And then I'm going to take some clay for my body, and I'm going to just press it, make it easier to work with. And I'm making this, it kind of reminds me of like a big egg shape, the way I press it, and then I'm going to put the head on. And I really like the technique of smoothing the clay, so bringing the clay up, and same on the front, giving it a more finished look by bringing the clay down. I'm then going to take 2 more pieces of clay, smaller pieces, kind of like that leaf where you just press it and then shape it to a point at the bottom. Get some turkey wings on there. And just smooth it. Same on the other side. I'm gonna press this and smooth it. Okay, so I've got my turkey body and wings, looking pretty cute. And then I'm going to take a little piece of orange and this little shape like this, and then pinch it so it makes a little beak. I'm going to put that on here, and you just need to sort of gently press it on, and then you can play with your beak a bit. Cute. And take some red, make a turkey gobbler. You can practically just pinch it. I might have too much there. And I'm gonna just stick that right underneath. Little turkey gobbler. Then I'm gonna do my eyes, which are just gonna be 2 white balls. I'm just kind of pressing them to my fingers. And then press them on here. These ones are actually bigger. Oh well, this can look cute. But then you just take the little black piece of clay. Where did that little guy go? Oh, might have to get another little piece of black clay. I lost my black, oh no, here it is. And then just take the tiniest little piece of black, roll it into a ball, and you can set it on your eye. You can press it down too if you want. Looks like a little Oreo cookie almost. Oh, and you don't need very much. It's like teeny tiniest little piece. And then you've got your eyes. And then I need to make my wings. So I'm going to do 5 of these, just like I did with the pumpkin. But I'm just going to press them up like this and make my wings. And again, make sure I have enough clay. I think I need to tear that one off. Press. These are like almost exactly like the pumpkins. Do 5 of those. And don't worry, I'm doing this really quick, but you take your time. That one's a little skinny, so I'm gonna pull some of that back on. I want them all about the same size. And I'll make this one a little thicker. Okay, so with these, just like if you've already done the driftwood turkey, oops, I squished his nose a little, uh-oh, back on there. If you've already done the driftwood turkey, then it's kind of similar to that, where you're just pressing the wings on the back, and then you can smooth it, help it stay. You are going to press this on your wood piece, so that'll help it stay too. Oh, he's so cute! Okay, now the final part I want to show you, this is optional, but I think it looks so good, is you take your, like some white, and then you can just smear it on. And so I just put like a little dab on each wing, and then I use my finger to smear it. And that's why I say it's kind of like painting, because you just press it on and then kind of drag it. And you can take whatever colors and go all the way down. I just think it makes the turkey feathers look so good. Do some red, so I'm going to take a little bit of red and dab it on to each feather. Keep wanting to call the feathers wings. And then, whoops. And just drag it across. So good. Just like that. And then some orange. Some orange on there, just like a little dab. Don't need very much. I'm just going to rub it like that. Hopefully you can see that all right. And then you can add as many colors as you want. And you might want to put some little feet on. So with the feet, all I did was make like 3 mini, like we did with the pumpkin and the feathers, just like that, and then stick them together. And do it again. So there's 2. Kind of looks like little carrots, but they make the feet look really good. And then I just stick them to the bottom. Here's my turkey. And then you just press the clay onto the wood. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Now, don't have black paint on your fingers because that's what I just did, but I mean, kind of just looks like a dirty pumpkin. You get the idea. So cute. And let's do it for this one. Got the cutest little pumpkin decorations, and I think the turkey looks so good on that blue. You can use whatever background you want, but I really like that. That is just so adorable and ready to decorate your house. I hope you liked the clay session today, and I hope you're loving your fall box.